Breaking news! The August 2025 Social Security payment schedule is out. But there's a catch. Millions of seniors just checked their calendars and something didn't feel right. Because the newly released Social Security schedule for August doesn't just bring payment dates, it brings critical warnings, unexpected adjustments, and for some, a delay they didn't see coming. If you're depending on that monthly deposit to pay rent, fill your prescriptions, or just survive day to day, you need to hear this. This isn't just another update. This is the moment that could determine whether your money comes on time or gets held up. Let's begin with what's officially been released by the Social Security Administration for August 2025. According to the SSA, all payments will follow the standard structure, but this month includes a few curveballs that could affect both your timing and your wallet. Here's the basic schedule. August 1st, SSI, Supplemental Security Income. August 2nd to 4th, potential processing delays for some direct deposits. August 14th, Retirement, SSDI, survivors' benefits for those born 1st to 10th. August 21st, for those born 11th to 20th. August 28th, for those born 21st to 31st. Now here's where it gets complicated. First, the weekend impact. Because August 1st falls on a Friday, payments scheduled for that date, especially for SSI, may face delays over the weekend. Normally, direct deposits land the same day. But many smaller banks, credit unions, and certain debit card programs, like Direct Express, don't process weekend transactions. Which means if your SSI is expected on August 1 ST, you might not actually see it in your account until Monday, August 4th. And if your rent is due that same Friday, you could be in trouble unless you've got savings or a backup plan. But there's more. If you receive Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI, or survivor benefits, your payment depends on your birth date, just like always. But delays aren't just about weekends this time. Any recent change to your information, bank details, home address, Medicare plan, or even phone number can trigger a processing hold. These holds are automated flags in the SSA system. They're designed to prevent fraud, but they often delay benefits for days, sometimes over a week. And unless you log into your MySSA.gov account regularly, you may have no idea it's happening until your check is late. Also important, if you've recently switched from paper checks to direct deposit, your first few payments might take longer to process. Some seniors have reported waiting 2 to 5 extra business days for their first deposit after switching. Now, let's turn to SSI recipients. Yes, you'll be receiving your usual payment on August 1st. But did you know there's a second SSI payment coming in August? That's because September 1st falls on a Sunday, and the SSA does not issue payments on weekends or federal holidays. To adjust, they've scheduled September's SSI payment to be issued early, on Friday, August 30th. So if you're on SSI, you'll see 2 deposits in August. But here's the critical warning. That second deposit on August 30th? It's not a bonus. It's September's money, sent early because of calendar rules. If you spend it in August, thinking it's extra, you could be left without any income in early September. This trap catches seniors every single year, especially those managing rent, medication, or food bills week by week. So now, let's talk about cost of living adjustments, or COLA. Some beneficiaries have reported slight increases in their August checks. These are usually retroactive adjustments based on income corrections, wage reports, or late-processed COLA data from earlier in 2025. But most seniors won't see any changes this month. And that's frustrating, especially with inflation still driving up the cost of groceries, gasoline, and medications. Now combine this with congressional gridlock. Lawmakers in Washington are still debating the Social Security budget for 2026, and there's rising fear among advocates that future COLA increases may be watered down to reduce spending. In fact, a draft proposal from June included a cap on COLA increases for certain high-income recipients, as well as age-based tiers that could slow down benefit growth for younger seniors. Nothing has passed yet, but the fact that it's even being debated has created a lot of anxiety. So what should you do? Let's go over some critical action steps. Log into your MySSA account. Double-check your payment dates, bank info, and mailing address. Even a small error can lead to major delays. Call SSA if your payment is late. If your deposit hasn't arrived 48 hours after the expected date, you can call 1-800-772-1213 for a payment trace. Avoid early spending. If you receive SSI, you'll notice two separate payments in August 2025, one on August 1st and another on August 30th. But this is where many people make a serious mistake. They assume the second payment is some sort of extra bonus, when in reality, it's simply the September payment being sent early because September 1st falls on a Sunday. If you spend both payments during August, you could find yourself without any income at the start of September. That's why it's crucial to mentally mark the August 30th deposit as your September income, whether that means writing a note, setting a reminder, or transferring it to a separate account. The golden rule of budgeting is simple: understand first, spend second. And following this one step could save you from a serious financial shortfall. Watch for COLA notifications. COLA, or cost of living adjustment, helps your monthly Social Security income keep pace with inflation. It changes every year, and sometimes adjustments happen mid-year, if necessary. In August 2025, some seniors are seeing a slight increase in their payments due to retroactive COLA updates, but not everyone is affected. If your payment amount changes unexpectedly, it's important to understand why. The SSA usually notifies you through an official letter or an update in your MySSA.gov account. But if you don't check these regularly, you could miss important updates. Every dollar matters, and every adjustment should be recorded and understood. The safest way to stay in control is to monitor your benefit history closely. Stay informed about legislative updates. Right now, major Social Security reforms are being seriously discussed in Congress. With budget deficits growing, the trust fund under stress, and the senior population increasing, lawmakers are considering significant policy changes. Proposals include raising the retirement age, capping COLA increases for high-income seniors, and revising how contributions are calculated. But the most powerful influence in this process? Your voice. Seniors who vote, call their representatives, or sign petitions are the ones shaping policy outcomes. Those who remain silent often become victims of decisions made without their input. If you want your Social Security benefits to remain secure, stay updated, stay informed, and stay active. Let's be honest, every month, the rules get more complicated. Payment dates shift. Processing systems change. And while digital platforms are convenient, they're not always transparent. Yet millions of seniors rely on Social Security to survive. One change in date or process can disrupt your rent, your bills, and your peace of mind. So this August, don't just wait and hope your check arrives. Be proactive. Be alert. Be prepared. Because this isn't just about a payment. It's about making sure your income lands when you need it most. And it all starts with staying one step ahead, starting now. Disclaimer. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended as financial, legal, or governmental advice. Social Security policies and payment schedules are subject to change based on federal decisions. For the most accurate and personalized information, please contact the Social Security Administration directly or visit www.ssa.gov. Always verify your payment details through official sources.